Hello, welcome back to Beauty Bee and to my beauty budget update slash monthly haul for the month of August 2021. I brought in a lot of stuff this month, so let's just start. We're going to go on a little bit of a journey this month. We started out in the land of very practical purchases. I had to throw away my old e.l.f. roll-on acne treatment, so I bought a new spot treatment. This one's from Up and Up. This is benzoyl peroxide. I have used it a few times. I don't know that it actually makes spots go away any faster, but I like to think it does, and at least I feel like I'm doing something to make it better. So I do like this. This was quite inexpensive. I want to say this was right around $3. At the same time, I purchased this eye roll-on from Botanics. I'm not super happy with this. This is their all bright, refreshing eye roll-on, and it has a little silver ball. I don't think this does a whole lot for my eyes, and I also find that it almost peels off sometimes. It's like it doesn't really sink into the skin, it just sort of sits on top, and then if I use this at night, when I wake up in the morning, I can almost still feel where it is, and I can like rub my finger over this area and then sometimes get the product off, which is very, very strange. But it does feel really nice going on, and I'm gonna continue to use it. So I don't know really what that review boils down to, but I purchased this. I've been using it. It was right around the $10 mark. I don't think this was really worth it, but keep going. This actually happened a little bit later in the month, but it's also a relatively practical purchase. This is the Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub in Coconut Lime. I really do like the scent on this. It's strong. And I think it's much more lime than coconut, but I think this will be good. I had a sugar scrub, just one, and I finished it earlier this month, so I have not used this yet. I've been waiting for this video, but I'm looking forward to it. I think this will be really nice. And that was $6, but none of those 3 products are going to count towards my beauty budget. I don't really know why, I don't have a great reason for it. Just those all seem very, very practical. They weren't quite needs because admittedly I don't need anything in this video, but they were approaching it. Next thing that happened would have been my Ipsy bag. I have the products that I received in my Ipsy bag here in this container. I additionally got a Milk Makeup lip and cheek tint in work, just a mini. I've given that away to my sister. I had the identical product from the Sephora birthday gift last year, but it was still a nice product to receive in the bag. I did do a video on my Ipsy unbagging, so I will just link that up in the cards and we can go through what I got really, really quickly. I received 2 Beauty for Real eyeliners. One is in a blue, one is in a green. They are both shimmery, though I would say that this one is a little bit more metallic than the olive is. I received a serum from Tony Moly. This is a hydrating serum. I have not used this yet. A firming gel thing from Rodeo. I don't really know what to call this. They call it a sculpting gel. I don't know what to describe that as other than what they say. And I also received from the Balm a liquid eyeshadow. It's one of their liquid eyeshadows, and this is in a lilac shade called Lavender Mimosa. And then as an add-on, I purchased this Viseart Petite Pro 3. Here is what this looks like. I also did a video on this palette, which again, I will link, because apparently this video is just a way for me to promote other videos on my channel, but I just don't want to rehash what I've already spoken about. And all of this together would have cost me $24, $12 for the bag itself, and then another $12 for the Viseart palette. We're still really quite early in the month at this point. I think we've maybe made it to about August 7th or 8th at this point, when I went to my grocery store and I found these kits. They were on clearance. The floral department, for some reason, had these beauty kits that they had set up like floral gift baskets, and they were clearing them out to put out some more fall items, and each of these kits was marked to $5 on clearance. I additionally had a 20% off coupon for my visit, so I got them for $4 each. And that was a very difficult deal for me to even think about passing up. Though I did manage to pass a couple of other sets. They had one that was, I think, like nail focused, but not really nail polish. It was more about like stick-on nails. And they also had one that had a couple different pairs of false lashes, which not really into falsies. So I did get 3 kits though. The first one that I purchased was from Flower. I got their Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir, which is an oily serum. It has some purple glitter in it. I don't find that I can see the glitter on my skin, but it's definitely in there. I really haven't used this a whole lot. There's some other morning skincare that I've been trying to get through, and I find that if I wear this at night, it's just a little bit too much for my skin with the other moisturizer that I like to use. I find that it gets on my pillow and it's kind of gross. So I think that this is something that I will probably use more during the winter, but it's nice to be able to try it for $4. Next up in the same set, I got this Flower Petal Pout lip mask. This is essentially a lip gloss. You twist this up like a lipstick, but then it just comes out through the holes at the top. I don't like the packaging at all. I don't like the amount of product that you get in here at all. This is smaller than some of the mini lip glosses that I've purchased through Ipsy before, but I do like the product, so yeah. I would be so upset if I'd paid, I think it's like $8 or $9 for one of these. That's too much. It's not worth that. But I think I paid, what, $1.33 when it works out to splitting between the 3 items, so not too unhappy with that. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but each of these 3 kits came with quite a large makeup bag. I forgot to grab this when I was setting up for the video, but each of these 3 kits that I'm going to talk about additionally came in really a quite nice makeup bag. I think that this is probably TSA compliant. It is clear. It has this rose gold zipper. It's actually a really nice size. I do wish that it was a little bit deeper. Maybe if they'd made it an inch or so less tall, they could have made it a little bit deeper, but it's still really nice. This is a size that I can see myself actually using quite a bit when I do travel. So don't know when that's gonna happen again, but it's nice to have these. I did give one away to my sister along with just some other makeup. I don't think there was anything from the Flower set that I gave her, but yeah, those were a nice additional piece to these kits, though, so they definitely didn't impact my decision to purchase or not. I don't know why I decided to go in with that interlude before I talked about the mascara, but it also came with a Lash Warrior mascara. Such such bulky packaging for a little tube of mascara. Shame on you, Flower, but I own this now. I haven't used it yet. I have quite a backlog of mascara right now, but I'm glad to try it. I feel like I've heard generally good things about this mascara, so hopefully it'll work out really well for me. I also got an e.l.f. kit. Now, I've actually given away quite a bit of the e.l.f. kit to my sister. There was the contour palette, the powder one in light. I gave her an eyeliner, a black liquid liner, a mascara, and I haven't opened the other bite-sized quad that came in this palette. I haven't fully decided if I'm going to keep that or if I'm going to give that away. So I've just not been touching it, and I actually don't remember where I put it right now. So it's not going to be in this video, but it was the cream and sugar one, which is their really neutral one. It has a darker brown, like a light champagne, a gold, and then a lighter matte brown. It's pretty basic, but very pretty. Additionally, I actually kept the Rosewater bite-size eyeshadow palette. I've wanted this for quite a while. I think it was Jessica Braun who really enjoyed this a lot. A year or two ago, she would talk about it quite a bit. And I do like it. I think it is quite pretty. I've used every shade in this palette, I think, actually. But I've used this as a highlight a couple of times. I really enjoyed that. Obviously, I've used them all as eyeshadows. It's really pretty. It is not so out of this world amazing that I think someone who already owned a lot of pink or purple, this sort of neutral pink or purple eyeshadow, would really get a lot of additional value from it. But I actually don't have a lot of these more neutral pink purple eyeshadows, so I've really been enjoying it. The e.l.f. kit also came with the powder blush palette. This is in the lighter shade. I have used this lighter pink quite a bit. I've probably used this 4 or 5 times since I purchased it, and I've used all of the other shades as well. I feel like these two shades are looking very similar on the viewfinder, and they aren't super different. This one's a little bit more of a reddish shade, whereas this is a little bit closer to like a NARS Orgasm color. This one additionally has a little bit of shimmer in it, while the other 3 are more satin to matte finishes. I've been really happy with this so far, and actually I've been really happy with all 3 of the e.l.f. items that I kept. The final one being the Poreless Putty Primer. I've been using this. Actually, it's looking really smooth on camera, but I have definitely made a little bit of a dent in this. I find that this is really nice. It just makes my skin look very smooth without feeling heavy or gross at all. I can forget that I'm wearing this throughout the day, which is not something that I can say for most base products. I also think that this adds just a tiny bit of coverage. It almost makes me wonder if this really is as universal as e.l.f. says, because at least on me, this is very close to a skin tone shade, and I think it does add a tiny bit of coverage, but they say it's sheer. I don't know. Maybe my mind is just playing tricks on me. Anyway, I've really been liking this. I find that makeup wears really well over it. I tend not to wear anything over it. Sometimes I'll set it down just a little bit because it's August and it's been so hot here that just anything on my face kind of needs to be set down, but I've really been liking this. This is really nice. The biggest hit of the 3 kits, though, was definitely the Pacifica one. I kept 4 items from the Pacifica bag and really like all of them. This is what got me to purchase the Pacifica bag. This is their Island Vanilla Perfumed Hair and Body Mist. I panned a mini of this earlier this year and really, really enjoyed it. I am actually on probably the last third of my final Bath & Body Works body mist that I still have hanging around. So I figured for $4, even if everything else in this bag was a total dud, I would still be getting a great deal because I actually do want another one of these Pacifica Vanilla Body Mists. So this was a total win right out the gate. This is a huge bottle. This is 6 fluid ounces. So this is twice as large as the one that I'd had previously. No, this is 3 times as large. That one was a 2-ounce bottle. This is going to last me ages. Great. Maybe that will keep me away from the Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale. That would be fabulous. This is an unexpected hit. This is the Pacifica Pink Sheer Lip Balm. They don't have a product name on this, but it is this really interesting, it's a solid lip oil, I think is what they called it. It is such an interesting texture. I mean, it's hilarious that they call this a pink sheer, that they have shades in this because it's colorless. Maybe there's the tiniest bit of a pink shine to it, but it does feel different from any other lip balm that I've ever used. It has a really nice oily glide across the lips, not in a gross way, not in a greasy way, just in a really comfortable way. And it's that rare kind of lip balm that you can really go across your lips a few different times and feel that it is layering up without getting thick or gross or feeling like it's going to get all over your face. I really, really like this. I have no idea how much this costs, but I think that the value for money is probably there because I've been using this pretty much every day for 3.5, maybe 4 weeks at this point, and I have used up very, very little of it. I want to say that when I first got this tube, it was like the lowest piece was just barely above this rim. So I haven't used a whole lot, but I have been using it quite a bit and really enjoying it. I think this is a super, super nice product. I have 2 makeup pieces from this Pacifica set here with me to talk about. There was additionally a bronzer and highlighter duo, both powder. They looked really pretty. They were just going to be too dark for me. So I passed them along to my sister, who they will also be too dark for, but it's still sealed, it's still all wrapped up. I haven't messed with it at all, so hopefully she can pass it on to someone for whom that would be a better match. Probably the less exciting of the 2 makeup items that I kept is this little eyeshadow palette. This is a 10-pan palette, the Pink Nudes. The formula on these is actually really very nice. They are a satin formula. They effectively perform like a matte, though. They aren't flat. I would say that they have the tiniest little bit of a satin sheen to them. But formula-wise, these are really nice. It's not an exciting set of colors at all, but it is a very utilitarian set of colors. I mean, I think that I could use one of these shades practically every day. I really like that they have these 3 like really light pink, creamy pink shades. These are shades that I find very useful for highlighting my brow bone or for setting my eyelid primer, so great. This reminds me a lot of like an Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, but with a little bit of a nicer gradient. The Naked Basics 1 and 2, I don't remember what Naked Basics 3 looks like, but I thought that 1 and 2 really focused a little bit on the far ends of the spectrum. They had a lot of light shades and a lot of really dark shades and nothing really in the middle. This, I think, has a nice range. I think this could be really useful for a lot of different people. And then I also, from Pacifica, got this blush. This is in the shade Wild Rose, and it is lovely. This looks a lot like the Becca blushes, with this sort of almost not metallic in a bad way, but definitely quite on the shiny side. I find that when I wear this sheared out on my cheeks, it looks like I'm wearing blush and highlighter. It's really a very, very pretty effect. I am super, super happy with this blush. I'm really glad that I picked up this Pacifica kit. I really thought that the flower kit was going to be the biggest hit of the 3. I knew that there were things that I was interested in trying in the e.l.f. kit, and I figured, you know what, I'm probably going to end up purchasing at least a couple of these things eventually anyway. Might as well get them for $4 and save. The flower set I was really excited for because I've always been interested in Flower Beauty. I've only tried one thing from them, but it's an intriguing line to me, but they just didn't have a whole lot in the kit. And the item that I think was supposed to be the big ticket item or add a lot of value isn't super interesting to me. The Pacifica kit was fantastic. I am super happy with everything I got in that bag. So that's everything that I purchased this month and have here with me to show you. I also made a $35 ColourPop order that I will show in the September video, and a small Tarte order. I think that was $11. Again, I'll show it at the September video. Also, I got 2 freebies. I received this little Donna Karan Cashmere Mist perfume. I haven't messed with this yet. Cashmere Mist just sounds like something I would prefer more in fall. And I also got the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. This they were giving away for free on Maybelline Day. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but they were giving away free size products, so I got one of the lifter glosses. I'm really excited to use this. I haven't opened this. I'm going to wait until I've used up at least one of my lip glosses because I just don't want to have a bunch open. I know that lip gloss does not last forever. Everything that I've showed you today cost me right around $36, so I'm not unhappy with the amount that I spent versus the amount of product that I received. I think that I actually did a really great job of bargain hunting this month. However, I need to slow down a little bit, and I'm actually going to be starting a new low buy. We're going to go 1 in, 1 out for lip products and eyeshadows. We're going to look at 1 out as being a single pan of eyeshadow and 1 in additionally as pans. So if I want to buy a 9-pan palette after today, I need to finish up 9 eyeshadows. So I think that will be a good system for me. Also, mini lipsticks, not blister pack minis, but actual, deluxe sample mini lipsticks will count only as a half, both coming in and coming out. I'm fine with the number that I have. I think that it is pretty reasonable. I just don't want to use up a mini lipstick and then replace it with a full-size lipstick. That seems contrary to the entire point of this exercise. For cheek products, I don't want to purchase any blush or bronzer for quite a while. I definitely want to use a couple up before I would bring any more in. For highlighter, I would be fine adding 1 more if it was a white or a white but iridescent, not pink or purple, maybe yellow or green highlighter. I would be fine adding 1, but my makeup collection just doesn't need to grow anymore right now. It's really good where it is. I really like what I have. I like what I brought in this month. I really think that I will like what I have purchased from ColourPop and Tarte once those eventually find their way to me, but I don't need to add anything more right now. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll consider liking and subscribing if you did. Let me know how your makeup low buy, no buy, or just buy whatever you want makeup wise is going. I'd be very curious to hear about that. And I hope that I will see you in the next video. Bye!